Hello, in this video I want to give you an overview of the functionality in the LS Activity Role Center. And I will start with showing you here on the left side we have kind of the main menu pane in LS Nav, and there you can switch between views, basically the Role Center view, the list of reservations. Then you can have sublists under that, which are basically user defined, where you can have your own filtering set up, and that create your own list selection under the main selection. And then I can do the same for single appointments, where you have also main selection, and then you can, as a user, create your own personal views, like in this case I created waiting list and confirmed spa bookings, etc. So that's quite flexible when you want to create your own views from the main menu. Then we have a list of products, the activity products, the resources, and then admission tracking for the membership part, the clients, list of the clients, and list of issued allowances. If we go back to the main role center, and let's just go through what the features are in the role center. So if you start with the queues, which is this section here, this dashboard section of the role center. So the first queue here shows me today's activities. So I have one appointment today. If I click on this queue, it will get me a list of today's activities. This would be any appointment, courses or classes that are starting today. Then we have unpaid activities. These are all activities that haven't been paid until today, so we can see how quickly look of what's outstanding. Then we have draft reservations. That's just all reservations which are in draft status, so which maybe being worked on and haven't been confirmed yet. Then we have new activities, which is basically all activities or appointments that have been created today or made today. Then we have cancelled activities, everything that has been cancelled today. Active promotions, that is any special pricing going on for activity products. So this gives the user a quick overview if there are any specific deals for the customer which they might promote. And then we have tasks. This is just list of tasks that have been issued by the system. We basically can automatically create tasks when we change statuses on activities. And this could be, for example, in spa, cleaning up room or preparing a room. And then we can keep track of if these tasks are actually performed or processed. So this would be the queue section, and then we have the main view here called products. This is just all activity products, and as I scroll through the product list, I can have, for example, a more detailed information about the product. Let's say if I select massage 30 minutes, I can have like a comment section with excuse me, with more detail about this particular product. And as you can see, when I select a product, I get the activities coverage graph here populated, which is showing me the bookings for this massage 30 minutes in this case, both for this year and last year. So we can see these graphs either based on number of persons, a count of appointments, or the total amounts. And this would be per month, so we can compare immediately between this year and last year. Also, the lower section of this main area is the availability view, which is showing me availability for the selected product. So if we take a look at massage 30 minutes, and we see here availability per day and time, and I'm going to quickly find something available like this one here. We have 3:30 Thursday. So this particular product is set to show me availability per resource. So that gives me the flexibility of actually selecting the resource at the same time as I'm selecting the available slot. So like I say, this is per product. So I could have another product like here, massage 60 minutes, which is showing me the slots based on full or all availability. So I'm not selecting the resources at this point through this view here, as you can see. So if you take a quick look how we would book appointments. So we selected product. In this case, I'm going to select appointment. I can use some of the shortcuts here. I can go to a fixed date, or I can go to a day. I'm going to just select next Friday. And that gives me a quick and easy way to access the availability for next Friday. And I see here Margaret Eriksson as the therapist, and she's free, and I'm just going to create a new appointment. So I did new activity. I can from this list either create new client or select existing client from this list. And this case, the client has outstanding allowance, meaning they have prepaid this session up front, and now they're going to use that allowance. So we can see the allowance is automatically assigned, and the system will automatically take care of it that to use the client's allowance for this particular product. And I'm just going to hit OK. So now the appointment was actually booked, and the resource Margaret Eriksson was assigned to it. On other features in the availability view, we can also, for example, let's say we have a client looking for appointment between 8 and 9, massage 60 minutes, let's say that, and then we, or 9 and 10, and the message popping up here, is the actual email being sent for confirmation from the previous appointment. But let's continue here to the availability. So here, for example, I'm looking for availability between 9 and 12, and I can just gray the area which I'm searching for availability and hit time range. That means that the availability view here is just filtered on that time range. So I can quickly kind of scroll through the days and see only availability for that particular set time. I can use these shortcuts to go to the next weekday. So it's quite common you have availability next Wednesday, and so you can just easily have a jump to next Wednesday. On the list view also, I'll just give you more features here. So on the list view, if we are frequently using the same products, we might want to add them to our favorite section. So I can hit on add here, just select the product and hit add. It means it creates my favorite section and adds that product into that section. So if I add another one, let's say tea times is quite popular, add that one. Then we have 2 products here in the favorites section, or I can also remove any products from the favorite section. So this is just to have a quick access to my favorite or most common products in the top of the list. And this is per user, so each user can have their own set of favorites, so to speak. On the other parts of the screen, if you take a look at the resource section here on top, here we have a list of all resources for this particular location. You can see their next activity, when they're gonna, and their current status, if they are available or if they are not available. And we can also drill down to all their assignments for today just by clicking on the number of assignment activities field here, which shows you total number of activities this particular resource has today. So this kind of gives you an overview of what's going on in the role center. If you take a look at the features here in the top menu, here we have shortcuts to create new reservation or to create new activity. We can also change location if we have access to multiple activity locations. We can also execute processes that have been added to the solution, so the partners can add functionality or reports to the menu and will be accessed through this function here. And we can also send out reminders through as email to our clients from here, or this reminder process can also be automated and sent automatically in the background. We can search search basically all information in the system. You can just enter here, for example, name and search all, meaning we would get all instances of where Max Baker, in this case, has been assigned appointment or is assigned to a reservation, and then we can drill down to the actual activity or the details about the client. So quick search function, we have access to the matrix views, which are graphical availability views, which are set up by the user, and you can have different type of views and completely user definable how this basically looks and feel. Then we have quick access to the resource statuses, resource analysis, and timeline. Timeline is like what's going on today, with all in a timeline manner, and you can then access the details of each appointment or event or course or class, whichever the actual timeline object may be or timeline assignment is. On other features, I recommend special videos on just these total views, and then we can open up at the point of sale from here or have it active and open in the background. This concludes the overview of the LS Activity Role Center. Thank you.